はい、皆さん、これからのトピックですが、まず最初に医療分野向けで急激な進化を見せている AI についてお話をさせていただきます。
AI、いいですね。
はい、なんと今回は NVIDIA からゲスト参加いただいてます。この NVIDIA の GPU 活用した AI 処理なんですが、以前から医療分野での適用は進んでいたんですけども、ここ数年で急激なシェアの増加となっています。GPU 性能の向上によって AI でできることがどんどん増えてきていることと、そして何よりも開発者が AI システムを実現するための開発環境や事例が洗練されてきているということがその背景にございます。
そうですね。AI 処理に NVIDIA というこの構図ですけれども、日に日に増えてきていて、そのエンジニアの裾野であったり、そして採用してきている業態も非常に多岐にわたってきています。このスライドなんですが、アドバンテックの AI プラットフォーム、AI コンピューターのラインナップになりますが、特にディープラーニングからトレーニングサーバー、そしてハイエンドのエッジ AI コンピューティングでは NVIDIA の需要というのは圧倒的なんですね。
そうですね、木下さん。もう最近は NVIDIA の GPU を市場から買うのも大変で、ものすごいブームが起きてますね。
はい、そうですね。例えばこれなんかもそうなんですけれども、NVIDIA の GPU の購入というのはもう今本当に大変なんですね。さて、今から NVIDIA からの説明をいただきます。医療業界っていうトレンド、医療分野のトレンド、開発の進め方、そして事例など皆様に共有させていただきますので、ぜひお楽しみください。それでは説明スタートです。
Hello everyone, I'm Rupali Deshpande, and today I'm going to talk about some of the interesting and growing trends and the impact these trends are having on the healthcare industry. Of course, one of the important trends that we are seeing is the adoption of AI in the industry of healthcare. And let us take a look at some of the statistics. Today, we see that almost 93% of the medical imaging R&D is utilizing AI. There has been more than 8 billion of startup funding in the AI healthcare startups. And there are so many such statistics that prove the huge adoption of AI in the healthcare industry. Now, of course, the adoption of AI is huge in every industry, but it holds a very special importance, especially in the industry of healthcare, because here AI can actually help save human lives. I mean, it can help detect diseases early, which is an incredible thing. I mean, just imagine in the remote countries like Africa, where the access to healthcare and the doctors and physicians or radiologists or experts is extremely scarce. Now, here AI can actually step in and help diagnose diseases, and which can actually help save human lives. So this is how AI is really playing an incredible and important role in the industry of healthcare. Okay, now let us take a look at some of the emerging trends, especially in the smart medical devices. Now, we all know that the traditional instruments like the CT, MRIs, and mammography, they use a huge amount of compute. But the other trend that we are seeing is they are leveraging a huge amount of AI as well on these traditional instruments. Another growing trend that we are seeing is the in vitro diagnostics, which includes devices like genome sequencers. Now, these genome sequencers are used to do human DNA analysis or even to find new COVID-19 strains. So definitely, this is something which is in extreme demand, and it's just going to continue to grow. Also, there are another unique workflows like digital pathology, where there's a huge amount of AI which is being implemented. So here, you actually take a digital footprint of the specimen, so that you do not have to preserve the actual specimen for future references. And wherever there is a digital aspect involved, there is a huge opportunity to implement AI there. And hence, we are seeing a huge adoption of AI in the digital pathology domain. The next interesting one is the therapeutics and robotics. So this is basically use cases like AI-assisted surgeries or radiation oncology. Here, there is a huge adoption of graphics, compute, and AI, all of these three technologies, which are being adopted in these workflows. And then as we got into the pandemic, we have seen a huge rise in the things like point of care and patient monitoring with the help of smart cameras by implementing AI algorithms onto them. So this is another huge trend that we are seeing, and it's absolutely will continue to grow. So all of these use cases, they use either graphics, compute, AI, or all three of these technologies in some form or the other. Okay, so before we really dive deep into the AI topic, I thought of giving you a brief snapshot of the AI workflow. So the AI workflow really starts from training the model. So you basically gather a lot of data, and then you take the model, and with the help of the data, you train the model on some of the industry standard frameworks like Caffe or PyTorch or TensorFlow. And then once the model is trained, you deploy it at the edge, whether it's on the medical instruments or whether it's on the smart cameras for inferencing. Okay, now the other, we have heard all these great things about AI and how it is the next superpower that will be adopted in the in the healthcare industry. But the huge challenge that comes with AI is how do the healthcare industry really easily adopt these technologies in the applications and in the workflows? Now, to address this challenge, we have come up with our NVIDIA Clara software platform, which is basically an end-to-end application framework for healthcare. So it includes tools and resources like software, like the SDKs, which are the toolkits, reference applications, tools, and resources, which can give developers a starting point to start their application development process. So through this, the whole adoption of technology or AI for the healthcare workflows becomes extremely easy. And we have these tools and resources for almost every workflow of healthcare available, whether it is for medical imaging, whether it's for instruments, whether it's for drug discovery. We do have tools and resources for each of these frameworks or the workflows in the healthcare. So let me give you a quick snapshot on what are these some of the features those are included as part of NVIDIA Clara application framework. So the first one are the pre-trained models. So these include pre-trained models like liver tumor segmentation or brain tumor segmentation or even COVID-19 models. So what we have done is we have already trained these models on the required amount of data. So the developers can download these pre-trained models and they can tweak it or retrain it with their own data, and then they are ready to deploy in their own environment. So with this, they do not have to worry about gathering a huge amount of data or even training the models from scratch. They can just download these pre-trained models, tweak them, and they're just simply ready to deploy. Another interesting feature is AI-assisted annotation. Now, one of the crucial things in the AI workflow is data annotation or data labeling. And it becomes extremely crucial, especially for the medical data, because here you are actually labeling things like, cancerous cells. You're labeling things like human organs, which really needs to be done by the experts only. So the companies are actually hiring experts or radiologists, and they're paying them to do data annotation. So what we have done is we have created this feature called AI-assisted annotation, where we have trained the AI model to do data annotation or data labeling. So developers can just download this feature and they can just leverage it for their own data annotation process. Similarly, another interesting feature we have are for the workflows like AI-assisted surgeries or radiation oncology, where there is an inclusion of basically the real-time video streams. So we have SDKs like DeepStream, which help to implement AI on these live video streams, and at the same time helping optimize these videos, whether for encode or decode, or even to deploy them at the edge or on the cloud. And all of these features that I mentioned are extremely crucial in the workflows like AI-assisted surgeries, where you really need really need to see the real-time video feed, which can guide surgeons during the surgery. Similarly, we have another deployment frameworks where you can seamlessly deploy these AI algorithms at the edge or on the medical instruments, whether it is for reconstruction purposes or whether it is to implement inferencing for things like disease detection, or to label human organs, or basically to segment human organs. So we have deployment frameworks where you can easily take these AI algorithms and deploy it on the edge. Okay, now let's talk specifically for instruments. So what really matters on instruments is really inferencing, because training happens in the data center, but what happens on the instruments or on the edge is the inferencing. And there are two very important things things which are critical for inferencing. And one is the accuracy, and second one is the speed. To achieve these two critical things for inferencing, we have created a platform called TensorRT, which helps in the accuracy and speed of the inferencing process. And especially on our new Ampere GPUs, we have implemented some very important int8 optimizations, which helps take the inference performance to the next level. And another beautiful part is TensorRT can be integrated with any of the standard AI application frameworks, like whether you have trained your model on TensorFlow or PyTorch or Caffe or any of the frameworks, it can be easily implemented on TensorRT for inferencing. Again, of course, speed and accuracy is extremely important, for inferencing, but at the same time, it is extremely crucial to maintain the same speed and accuracy when you have multiple AI algorithms running at the same time. Now, to address this particular challenge, we have created our software platform called Triton Inference Server, which helps deploy multiple AI algorithms on the edge, on multiple GPUs, and even on multiple nodes. And the beautiful part about Triton is these can be implemented on CPUs as well. Now, let me walk you through some of the real-world use cases or some of the interesting companies who have leveraged NVIDIA Clara platform and NVIDIA GPUs in their solutions and workflows. So one of the companies is Caliber.ai. So this is a San Francisco-based startup. So they have created AI-assisted surgeries, especially the orthopedic surgeries, where the live video streams can actually guide the surgeons, throughout the surgery for things like, where to look, where to drill, what to avoid, and what to do next. And they have implemented a TensorRT for inferencing, and which can and their applications run on NVIDIA RTX GPUs and on Jetson, and it basically optimizes the entire inferencing workflow. The second interesting one is Clarify. So they specialize into ultra low dose CT reconstruction. So today, to see the statistics, almost 3% of the cancers are caused due to high exposure to radiation and X-rays that happen during the CT scans and the MRIs. What this company has done is they have implemented an AI algorithm which basically can help capture clearer images even when the X-ray or the radiation dosage is extremely low. So they have implemented noise reduction techniques through which even with low dose X-ray and radiation, their algorithm can basically capture very high resolution images by reducing the noise at the real time, so that the surgeons, so that basically the radiologists and the physicians can get clearer images for diagnostics, even by implementing the low dose radiation or the low dose X-rays. And they have implemented our Clara Deploy features, and their applications run on NVIDIA RTX GPUs. Another interesting company is Infravision. So they specifically specialize in the lung cancer. So generally, the CT scan images that we get for the lungs are basically takes like almost 15 to 20 minutes, for a radiologist, to do the diagnosis. With Infravision's algorithm, which they have implemented on NVIDIA GPUs, this process can be done in less than 30 seconds, which really helps reduce a lot of workload from the physicians and the radiologists. And at the same time, it helps in the faster diagnosis of the disease. So they have implemented their algorithm on NVIDIA T4 GPUs. And when you compare on the CPUs, the performance on the GPUs is almost 4 times more, as compared to the CPUs. So yeah, these are some of the real world use cases, and we have thousands of such, use cases, solutions, and applications which use NVIDIA Clara platform and NVIDIA GPUs for optimizing the workflows. Okay, now let me summarize and talk about, how we are really accelerating the world of instruments. So of course, first is the hardware, which is our GPUs, which is actually the backbone. So we have GPUs that range from data center, that can be deployed in the clusters, which need extremely high power and, extremely high performance, to the GPUs, which can be deployed at the edge, into things like the smallest of the medical instruments, or even smallest of the devices like smart cameras, where you really need like a low form factor, low power GPUs. So they can be easily deployed at the edge. But then just having a great hardware is not enough. You really need a really good software so that the hardware can be utilized efficiently. And hence, we have our NVIDIA Clara platform for healthcare, which includes basically all the features that I just explained. So this includes all the tools and resources for the developers to develop applications, whether it is for AI training, whether it is for endoscopy, or whether it is for reconstruction. Yeah, it consists of tools and resources for almost every AI application that can be developed for healthcare. Now, again, just having great hardware, software, and great technologies is not enough. We as NVIDIA are challenges. Okay, we have this amazing technology, but how do we make sure that we take this technology to every physician out there, every doctor out there, every hospital, every research institute out there? And that's where our partner ecosystem plays an extremely important role. So our partner ecosystem consists of inception partners, who are basically the healthcare AI startups, hospitals, research institutes, software partners, and solution partners like Advantech. So our solution partners like Advantech play an extremely crucial role in taking these technologies to the end customers. And I'm so proud to say that we have had an incredible partnership with Advantech, and we have created some really great joint solutions like medical grade box PCs and medical grade panel PCs, which has NVIDIA GPUs in it, and they are perfectly capable of running our NVIDIA Clara software platform. And these solutions can be deployed in the variety of use cases and applications, whether it is dental CT, whether it is AI assisted surgeries, or whether it is for reconstruction. And all I can say about this partnership is this is just the beginning. I mean, there is an exciting journey, an exciting future lying ahead, which we really look forward to exploring along with Advantech. Basically exploring all the new use cases, new medical devices in this exciting new space. So with this, I would really like to thank Advantech for this opportunity, and to all of you for attending this session. Thank you very much.
クララ。名前がなんとなくて可愛くていいですね。
可愛いですね、クララ。
なんかこう、押したくなるんですね。クララとは NVIDIA AI の医療向けに特化したアプリケーションの開発フレームワークなんですね。このフレームワークが日々洗練されていて、医療向けの AI アプリの開発が非常に効率化されているということで、結果的に医療のニーズとも相まって、例えば画像系の診断装置、MRI とか CT での需要の増加、分析機、手術用のロボットや患者の看護、モニタリングなど様々な分野での AI 需要が急拡大しているということなんですね。
はい、その通りです。例えばですね、この白い PC、これは、こういった NVIDIA の GPU を搭載した医療用の PC になります。それこそ手術室でも利用できる、そういった医療規格に対応できているものなので、そういった PC をですね、医療現場で活用して、医療現場のスマート化というのが進んでるんですね。今回は医療現場での NVIDIA の AI という話だったのですが、NVIDIA の AI の需要というのは、この医療分野にとどまらず、製造現場であったり、交通のモニタリングとかですね、そういった様々なシーンでの要望が本当に多くなってきてるんですね。アドバンテックでも、この NVIDIA の GPU、AI 活用のニーズに応える様々な製品を準備しています。
はい、そうですね。この白い PC だけではなくて、例えばこの青いラインの入ったこの PC ですね。これは NVIDIA のジェットソンというARM と GPU を合体させたようなエンジンを搭載した AI コンピューターなんですが、最近はとても多くのご要望をいただいておりますし、アドバンテックではこのスライドにあるような NVIDIA 搭載のエッジ AI コンピューターを数多くラインナップしております。
はい。またアドバンテックテクノロジーズでは、このような AI コンピューターの活用事例なども、ウェブ上で事例を公開しておりますので、ぜひ、 アイデアを検討とか、開発の仕方を、確認したいといったときには、弊社のウェブサイトに来ていただき、何か実現してみたい AI のアイデアなどありましたら、私たちにお気軽にご相談いただけたらと思います。
はい。実は AI 系は、この私、村増が、担当しております。このシュッとした村増が担当しておりますので、どんどんお声掛けをいただけましたら嬉しいです。よろしくお願いいたします。
よろしくお願いします。